joke was pretty good last week. I actually made that one. I modified the story. I modified a story. Have you ever heard that story? Oh yeah. Yeah. I just had to shorten it. But I did make up the hospital with the beer.
That was good. I'll give you that one, I guess.
Although I'm sure I'm not the first person to have done that, but I was the first person.
First one is
Yeah, if you want a butchered joke, just come see me. I'll butcher a joke faster than anybody.
If I could have your attention, please. I want to recognize Mayor Pro Tem Peyton Williams for invocation, and after that, we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Thank you, Mayor. Pope Francis has passed away, and I wanted to share this prayer that he wrote for our Earth, because tomorrow is Earth Day. So if y'all want to pray with me. All-powerful God, you are present in the whole universe and in the smallest of your creatures. You embrace with your tenderness all that exists. Pour out upon us the power of your love, that we may protect life and beauty. Fill us with peace, that we may live as brothers and sisters, harming no one. God of the poor, help us to rescue the abandoned and forgotten of this earth, so precious in your eyes. Bring healing to our lives, that we may protect the world and not prey on it, that we may sow beauty, not pollution and destruction. Touch the hearts of those who look only for gain at the expense of the poor and the earth. Teach us to discover the worth of each thing, to be filled with awe and contemplation, to recognize that we are profoundly united with every creature as we journey towards your infinite light. We thank you for being with us each day. Encourage us, we pray, in our struggle for justice, love, and mercy. Amen. I like that.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I call to order the Thomasville City Council meeting for Monday, April 21st, 2025. Welcome all of you here in the audience today, staff and others. We'll probably have some of you involved in some parts of this as we go forward. We have several proclamations to handle. First order of business tonight, it will be additions and deletions to the agenda. Mr. City Manager.
Mayor, I have no additions or deletions to the agenda this evening.
Okay, thank you very much. What's the pleasure of council?
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
You have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, you may record your vote. There we go. We have 6 yes, so the agenda has been approved. Now down to public forum. We didn't have anyone to sign up to speak, So we'll move on to item 4 on our agenda, recognitions and presentations. The first one will be Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month, and Councilmember Hunter Thrift will present this one.
Mayor, if I can excuse you one moment, do you want to excuse Scott Stires, Councilman Stires? Do you want to excuse Councilman Stires?
Yes, Councilman Stires is on a trip, and he has an excused absence.
All right. Proclamation for Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. Whereas motorcycling is a popular form of recreation and transportation for thousands of citizens across North Carolina and the United States, and whereas Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month is designed to encourage the safe and proper use of motorcycles, to increase public awareness and promote safety measures for all motorists as more riders travel the roadways, and whereas motorcycle driver safety is enhanced through a combination of training and experience, adhering to traffic laws and licensing requirements, and using personal protective gear. And whereas the City of Thomasville ushers in the beginning of the summer road travel season by emphasizing the importance for all motorists to avoid distractions while driving, to remain attentive and alert to the presence of motorcycles on the roadways, and to safely share the road with others. Therefore, I, Raleigh York Jr., Mayor of the City of Thomasville, do hereby proclaim the month of May 2025 as Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. And it is signed by the mayor with the city seal on it. If you'd like to share anything, you're
Awesome.
welcome to.
Look at there, isn't that awesome?
Treat.
As a member of Davidson County Concerned Bikers Association, we represent motorcycle riders not only in Davidson County but throughout the state of North Carolina. Making proclamations like this and publicizing them is paramount in raising awareness out in the public. Motorcycle safety and awareness are just flip sides of the same coin, and it falls on everybody, not just the biker. So thank you very much for this. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
The next proclamation is National Historic Preservation Month, May 2025. This will be Mayor Pro Tem Peyton Williams.
Hey, Jill. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is a proclamation for National Historic Preservation Month, May 2025. Whereas it is important to celebrate the role of history in our lives and to preserve the tangible aspects of the heritage that has shaped us as a people. And whereas historic preservation is relevant for communities across the nation, both urban and rural, and for Americans of all ages, all walks of life, and all ethnic backgrounds, as it is an effective tool for revitalizing neighborhoods, fostering local pride, maintaining community character, and enhancing livability. And whereas historic preservation creates local jobs in the areas of tourism, construction, building materials, landscaping, and architecture, while enhancing local property values and tax bases, and giving communities attractive, unique places to live, work, and enjoy life. And whereas Thomasville has 3 historic districts, Salem Street, Randolph Street, and Colonial Drive School District, contact the Thomasville Historic Preservation Commission for more information. Therefore, Mayor Raleigh York Jr., Mayor of the City of Thomasville, North Carolina, does hereby proclaim May 2025 as National Historic Preservation Month in Thomasville, North Carolina, and he calls upon the people to join in their fellow citizens across the United States in recognizing and participating in this special observance. In witness whereof, he has set upon his hand and affixed the seal of the City of Thomasville this 21st day of April 2025. And I will give that to you.
Thank you very much.
Jill.
Thank you.
Do you want to say anything?
Yes, so the Thomasville Historic Preservation Commission, of course, is to identify and preserve and protect Thomasville's historic properties, landmarks, architectural characteristics that really make our city really unique and historic. We're eager to help the residents of our historic districts preserve and protect their properties, so future generations can actually enjoy all of our unique features of our rich history. And we offer friendly, neighborly education to the residents of our historic districts as well. So we have help from the Thomasville City Council and the Planning Department. We want to make our historic districts a source of pride for all residences, and a beautiful reminder of our past to all of our visitors. So.
You have an event coming up.
We do. On May 3rd, we have a We Dig Cemeteries History Walk happening during May Days. So we will be out there. Thank you.
Our next proclamation will be National Travel and Tourism Week, May 4th through the 10th, 2025. Councilmember Lisa Shell.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This proclamation is for National Travel and Tourism Week, May 4th through the 10th of 2025. Whereas National Travel and Tourism Week was established in 1983 to celebrate and highlight how travel and tourism improves the local economy by creating quality jobs, inspiring new businesses, elevating the quality of life in municipalities across the nation. And whereas travel and tourism are essential to the success of Thomasville's economy, development, and workforce. They stimulate the economy's growth, benefits local businesses, and supports vibrant and safe communities. And whereas travel and tourism generates tax revenue to support essential local services such as education, emergency response, public safety, and more. This dynamic duo provides cities with the economic boost and also unites people and benefits society. Therefore, Mr. Raleigh York Jr., Mayor of the City of Thomasville, North Carolina, do hereby proclaim that May the 4th through the 10th, 2025, as the National Travel and Tourism Week in Thomasville, North Carolina, and he urges the citizens to join me in recognizing the essential roles these industries play. And it is signed with his seal and his name, Mr. Raleigh York Jr., the seal of Thomasville. Thank you.
The next proclamation is Armed Forces Day, May 17, 2025. This will be Councilmember Neil Grimes.
And if I can be joined by retired Master Sergeant Air Force Curtis Connor, please. I'm very honored to present this proclamation to Curtis in behalf of all of the Armed Forces veterans throughout Thomasville, North Carolina, the United States, and around the world. Thomasville is a very patriotic city, as many of you hopefully all realize. Proclamation for Armed Forces Day, May 17th, 2025. Whereas in 1961, President John F. Kennedy signed a proclamation officially declaring Armed Forces Day as a national holiday annually on the third Sunday in May. And whereas Armed Forces Day is a day of paying tribute to and honoring members of the United Forces of our Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, National Guard, and Reserve Forces. And whereas they exemplify the very best of our nation today and every day. Throughout history, they have stood on the front lines of freedom, risking everything to keep the light of liberty burning bright at home and around the globe. And whereas on Armed Forces Day, we honor their service, we remember their selfless sacrifices, and we renew our solemn vow to honor them and their families, caregivers, and survivors. Therefore, I, Raleigh York, Jr., Mayor of Thomasville, North Carolina, do hereby proclaim May 17th, 2025 as Armed Forces Day in Thomasville. And I call upon all citizens to proudly display the flag of the United States at their homes and businesses. And I urge everyone to honor the service, sacrifice, courage, and commitment of the members of our military. This is the 21st day of April 2025, and I'm proud to present this to Master Sergeant Connor.
Thank you, Neil. Appreciate you. Appreciate the city of Thomasville, what they do for us veterans. We have Memorial Day coming up, Memorial Day weekend. The city is just, couldn't ask for better. The fire department, the police department, Davidson County Sheriff's, the mayor's office, the city manager, assistant manager, council members support us, and we really appreciate that. And what our goal on Memorial Day is to honor Gold Star families. And Gold Star families are those who've lost someone in the war against terrorism all the way back to the beginning of our nation. We have some World War II veterans we like to honor all the way through the fight for freedom and terrorism. But we really appreciate what Thomasville does. Anything we ask for, we get for the most part within reason. And like Neil said, Thomasville is such a patriotic city. And you can see the parade, and hopefully everyone has come to the parade or involved with the parade in some way or another. And please display that American flag. There is no beautiful symbol of freedom than those red, white, and blue stripes there. If you've ever sought refuge, that's the place to go. And it means a lot to us veterans when we drive through a neighborhood and see those American flags flying. Put some effort into it and honor our nation. And again, appreciate this proclamation that remember these military people that are on the front lines in Afghanistan, Iraq, and all over the world and on the border. They're volunteers. Nobody made them go down there. Nobody made them go to Afghanistan. Nobody made them go to Iraq and lay down their lives. It was all volunteers because they love their nation, and there's a purpose bigger than what we are that we serve. Thank you very much. God bless you, and God bless the USA.
Thank you, Curtis. I also want to point out our mayor and Councilman Hunt are veterans also. So thank you guys too.
We're now down to our consent agenda, and I'll recognize our city manager, Mr. Brandt.
Thank you, Mayor. Your consent agenda is consists of the following items. Item A is approval of minutes from the March 10th, 2025 briefing meeting. Item B is approval of minutes from the March 17th, 2025 council meeting. Item C is consideration of a golf course clubhouse contract extension with JG Enterprises, keeping the monthly rate at $500 a month through the period of February 28th, 2027. Item D is consideration of city seal revisions. There are minor corrections to the city seal to correct artistic design errors. I felt that was the best way I could explain that because they're so minor, but yet need to be addressed. Item E is consideration of a temporary road closure ordinance for National Night Out, which is Tuesday, August 5th, 2025. This will be the section of West Main Street in front of the police department. And item F, I'm going to ask our deputy city manager to address.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. So the North Carolina Firefighters Association was started in 1887 as an advocate for and to enhance the benefits of eligible firefighters in North Carolina. The mission of the North Carolina State Firefighters Association is to serve its 51,000 plus members. The NCSFA will respond to their members' needs by using effective means of communication, providing defined financial benefits, and developing the needed programs. Also, they collaborate with the North Carolina General Assembly to advocate for legislation that positively affects the livelihood of firefighters in North Carolina. On July 24th, 2024, Governor Roy Cooper signed Senate Bill 319 That bill became Session Law 2024-29, permanently establishing the North Carolina Firefighter Cancer Benefit Program. The NCFSFA partners with multiple reputable companies to offer discounted benefits for its members, including but not limited to accidental death and dismemberment, policy, auto, long-term care, and life insurances. The City of Thomasville Fire and Rescue Department ensures its firefighters are members of NCSFA. Eligible retirees of said department are entitled to remain members of the NCSFA for the annual membership duties. This affords the eligible retiree, the City of Thomasville Fire and Rescue Department, an opportunity to participate in a plethora of benefits offered by the NCSFA. So therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Thomasville does hereby support the continued NCSFA membership of the eligible retirees of the Thomasville Fire and Rescue Department for life. The Thomasville Fire and Rescue Department will cover its annual membership dues for eligible retirees. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What's the pleasure of council with regard to the consent agenda?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have motion second. Any discussion? You may record your vote. We have 6 votes in the affirmative, so that has been approved. We're now down to our regular agenda. Item A is consideration of budget amendment P-10-01. Mr. City Manager.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a assortment of changes to our existing budget. It appropriates insurance proceeds from a vehicle accident in the police department. There are software purchases for 2 departments, and there's also a fund for the Palace Theater feasibility study that was approved by council. These changes total $303,700, and they are offset by various revenue sources that include interest proceeds above what was expected this year, insurance proceeds, and other financing.
Okay, thank you. What's the pleasure of council?
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve the budget amendment P-10-01.
Is there a second? Are there any questions or discussion? Not hearing any. You may record your vote. And we have 6 in the affirmative, so that has been approved. Item B is consideration of advisory board bylaws, beautification committee, Board of Planning and Adjustment, Recreation Commission, and Tourism Commission. I recognize Councilmember Hunter Thrift, our personnel chair, for this.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Over the past few months, our Personnel Finance Committee, along with the rest of council and the help of our city clerk, have been reviewing the bylaws for our volunteer groups. We have cleaned up the formatting and just wanted them to be a little bit easier to read. There's not been any significant changes, so that's what we will be approving tonight.
Okay, what's the pleasure of council?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the changes to our boards and committees as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, you may record your vote. Have 6 votes in the affirmative, and that too has been approved. Now down to item C, consideration of amendment to ordinance Article 13, Section 78-468, Schedule 8, stop intersection, to add 4-way stop at the intersection of Montaloo Avenue and Taylor Street. Mr. City Manager.
Thank you, Mayor. The staff is proposing this 4-way stop at that intersection due to its proximity to the Central Recreation Facility. That area has seen significant increase in usage and extended hours of usage, and we feel that in order to protect the pedestrian traffic crossing between the parking lot and the recreation facilities, that this 4-way stop would help ensure that traffic control. And we have already put out information about this change with message boards alerting the public to this change. We do believe that this will provide a safer environment for the people using the facility and also control traffic speed. We did just repave Taylor Street, and unfortunately, one of the downsides of paving a road is that people like the nice smooth feel of it and travel a little faster than they probably should.
Okay, having heard this, what's the pleasure of council?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion, we approve, amend the ordinance to, section 78-468 to add the four-way intersection at Montluin and Taylor Street.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, you may record your vote. We have 6 in the affirmative, so that has been approved. Item D is consideration of resolution opposing legislative preemption of local government planning and zoning. Mr. City Manager.
This resolution was proposed by staff again, but it is an effort to address concerns regarding local land use control in the preemption that's being proposed by the state legislature. There are numerous bills, including Senate Bill 495, Senate Bill 497, Senate Bill 499, Senate Bill 688, and House Bill 765, that all, in one way or another, infringe upon local government's authorities of local zoning, either having to do with what is known as down zoning, where you can't rezone an area that's of a higher use to a lower use. You can't, it requires certain density requirements for housing that are pretty excessive. It removes parking standards for both residential and commercial uses, all of which, for various reasons, have potential to be good things to try to encourage development or to encourage property rights, but taken as a whole and with no comment from local governments across North Carolina, really damaged the overall authority of local government and how it was arranged in the state for protecting the citizens locally at the local level by the local jurisdictions that have those controls. It tries to flatten all the rules across the state, and every jurisdiction has reasons why they have certain rules. So what this resolution is requesting is that the legislature consider a more practical approach and reach out to the municipalities and the counties and the affected communities to develop more long-term, thoughtful planning processes as they've done in the past. So that's what this resolution is proposing in whole.
I have one thing, if we could put something on the Facebook or whatever, because I had two people text me on the way here today they were seeing where you posted the agenda, and they were really trying to ask questions about what it was, and I didn't really have the time to tell them, everything about what it was. If we could post that so they could understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, we can certainly do obviously the resolution will be there, but we can also link to the various bills
Because they
being
wanna know what it's
proposed.
about.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I defer to council for action on this item.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the resolution opposing the legislative preemptive of local government planning and zoning.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I'll just quickly say, anybody can reach out to our state representatives, and now you have language that you can use to email or call and just encourage reconsideration of these kind of policies.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? Okay, you may record your vote. And we have 6 in the affirmative, so that too has been approved. We're now down to committee reports and appointments. I'll start with Mayor Pro Tem Peyton Williams.
I've ruined my streak, and so Wendy does not have my activities, but I have my activities, so I will share those with her soon. I guess mostly just everybody keep in mind that summer is coming. It's already pretty hot. Please look out for your dogs. Please look out for children. I drive up Mendenhall to go to the Y, and there's kids everywhere, man, and they're in the street, and they're not thinking about their safety, so we have to think about their safety. I'm 30 now, so I can say sanctimonious things like that about children, since I'm firmly not one anymore. But I think that's it. I will comfort to anybody mourning the loss of the Pope. I'm not a practicing Catholic or anything, but I do believe that he was reaching for a more just and compassionate world. And so I hope that with his passing, everybody will take some time to maybe learn a little bit about him and do something extra nice. And I think that's it.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Jaquez Johnson.
Thank you so much, Mayor. It was a busy month, so you're not the only one, Councilwoman Williams. I will definitely get the copy of my activities and reports by you this evening. But it was a great month of April. I got the opportunity to participate in the annual Good Friday crosswalk that was put on by our local churches. It was an amazing opportunity to really see our local churches come together and pray for our community. It was a great sign of unity. So that was an amazing opportunity to participate in that. I also got the opportunity to attend the Thomasville City Schools annual or new planning strategic meeting. And that was a really good meeting, I think, to really talk about some of the critical issues that are facing our students here in Thomasville City Schools and some of the practical ways that we can figure out to address those issues. So I was really happy and pleased with that meeting, and I will definitely get a copy of my activities and let that stand as my report.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Neil Grimes.
I have given a copy of my activities to the clerk. And along with my buddy over here, Peyton Williams, Trash Buddy. She and I attended, and with several city employees, it was really great, a litter sweep this past Thursday. And at the end of that, I had a little ditty for her like I normally do. You know what the difference between a good old boy and a redneck is? A redneck goes down the road and throws his trash out. The good old boy throws it in his floorboard. Please, everybody, be a good old boy. It helps us all. Whether you're in town or out of town or anywhere else, don't litter. I'll let that stand. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Hunter Thread.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I hope everybody had a happy Easter and took time to reflect and remember why we celebrate Easter. Also, this week, the city schools and the county too, the students are out on spring break. So I encourage our teachers to get some rest and get ready to come back and push through till the end of the year. And as Peyton said, students will be out and about during the day, so be aware of your surroundings when you're traveling. I have submitted a copy of my activities to the clerk, and I'll let that stand as my report.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Doug Hunt.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have submitted a copy of my activities to Wendy, and but I would like to comment on some of the activities we have going around town. The recreation center, there's so much going on there. There's so many things happening with that. It's turning into a world-class facility. Just watching it go, I ride by there every day. So good. And I just commented to Peyton earlier that Marv's Ballpark is coming along too. So there's a lot of stuff going on in Thomasville, a lot of stuff people don't get out and pay attention to. But we're really becoming a progressive city and providing things for our community that a lot of communities don't have. And I feel like we're trying to do the best we can. And I think we're getting there. But I'll let that stand as my report. Thank you.
Thank you. And Councilmember Lisa Shield.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have submitted a copy of my activities to Wendy. I also want to say the kids are out of school this week. Please watch out for these kids and pay attention to your surroundings, and to the kids, pay attention to your surroundings. And I will let that stand as my report.
Thank you very much. It's my privilege to attend a concert Saturday afternoon at the auditorium put on by the Thomasville High School class of 73 and affiliates. Robert Gilmore, he heads up that group, and they're raising money for scholarships to our local schools, being Thomasville High School, East Davidson High School, and he branches out into the county and does Lexington as well with the scholarships. And if you remember, he also does the packages or the bags for homeless people around Christmas, and he has done it at other times. And as we've heard recently, he's also reached out last Thanksgiving and to some people that were in need of food and so forth. So he is doing a great job, and I'm proud to support his efforts here and letting you know about that. I'm going to mention a few things coming up. Thursday, May the 1st, will be National Day of Prayer. That'll be held this year in the Clock Tower parking lot, so at lunchtime. So if you have time at 12, come to the parking lot for a time of prayer for our nation, state, and our city, county, and the people here in these places. The farmers market will be opening soon. I think it's around the 1st of May. They'll open, so keep that in mind and go support our local farmers market. And Spring Days will be on Saturday. It's always the first Saturday in May. I say always. They're starting it back this year. They've been off for a few years, but it will be the first Saturday in May, which will be May 3rd. So come uptown and enjoy time there. There'll be plants to buy and other crafts and things and food. So be a real good day to get out, hopefully, and enjoy the uptown Thomasville. I mentioned a few months back an issue in my family with my wife that's been sick for quite some time. And I ask for your prayers, and I appreciate very much those that have prayed for her. She's gone through her treatments. She was diagnosed with lymphoma last November. She's gone through 6 treatments and did well with those. And she had a second PET scan a couple Saturdays ago. And I'm very thankful and pleased to let you know that she has been declared cured from her illness. And I thank you all for your prayers and your kind thoughts and cards and all kinds of outreach. And I really thank the council and our administrative staff here in the city of Thomasville, because I haven't been able to do a lot of the things I generally do because the doctor didn't want me to be in crowds because I could take something into her. So I've been sort of on the back burner for a while, but I'm back in action now. So we'll move forward from there. And thank you for letting me have moments to say that. So now we'll go to our city manager, Mr. Brandt.
Thank you, Mayor. And congratulations to Juanita. That's
Thank
a
you.
wonderful news. Some items have already been mentioned. I also participated in the Thomasville City School Strategic Planning meeting last week. The litter sweep was a success. We collected almost 50 bags of debris on East Main Street and on Doak Street. So really appreciate the city staff and those that were able to come out and help with that. Unfortunately, there's a lot more streets that could use some help, so please feel free to volunteer at any time to do that. Last month, we finished our first round of Leadership Thomasville. We graduated 20 of our staff from the program. This was an internal leadership program that was very successful. And you got to meet the members of that at the beginning of the month. It was really good to see the enthusiasm of our staff joining as part of it, and also the enthusiasm of our teachers. Majority of our teachers were our own staff teaching others, and you learn a lot when you teach just as much as the people that are teaching. So it was a really successful. We're looking forward to starting that again. And I can't say enough about Deputy City Manager for leading that program for me. It was very successful. I also want to give an update. We have a grant program that is called STRAP, and if I was better at my job, I'd know what STRAP stood for. But it basically is an attempt to protect the environment and to protect the area from flooding or other natural disasters. we applied for the STRAP grant to address concerns that we've had for years in the Jimmy's Creek area, which runs through the pilot neighborhood. And after many years of working on it, we were able to receive the grant, and we are finishing our first phase of work in that area. The first thing that we needed to do was clear out areas that had become log jams, and that has taken place up and down Jimmy's Creek area, including a pretty significant blockage around the area where the new Lexington neighborhood is going in at the backside of that area. The next phase will involve actually stream bank restoration in that area. So a second company will come in, and there's 3 or 4 areas at least that will get special attention to protect the stream bank and try to keep it from eroding further onto individuals' properties that we know is affecting their properties and causing flooding in that area. So this has been a long process. I'm glad to see it about halfway finished at this point, and we look forward to opportunities to do work in other areas. If we have funds, we will also do work at the Plant B site owned by the city to try to do some stream bank restoration in that area also. I will also mention that May 1st is also, not only is it National Prayer Day, but it's also our Party in the Park at Carver Park, just 1 or 2 blocks away from here. We look forward to that every year. That's a joint effort between the Recreation Department and lots of organizations in the city. We really encourage everyone to come out. Are we doing a bike giveaway again? Yeah. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. It's free and lots of opportunities for the kids to get prizes in all sorts of areas. So look forward to that. And I will let that stand as my report. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Our city attorney, Ms. Whitman.
Good evening. Thank you, Mayor. So while Davidson County and city schools have spring break this week, Randolph County and Wesleyan Christian Academy had spring break last week. So I was able to work from the beach a little bit and enjoy a little bit of much needed time off, and I greatly appreciate that. I just want to stress how important it is for us to be proactive in this legislation regarding local government planning and zoning. A lot of people don't understand how very important that is, and we have got to try to educate everyone in the community about what that means and what that does. And it's very important for us to remember, Thomasville is not Raleigh. Thomasville is not Charlotte. We are very different. Lots of smaller towns and cities are very different. And if this ability to control what's going on is taken away from us, it puts us in a very dangerous situation. So I just want to make sure that people understand that, because a lot of people don't understand the implications of that. So if you have an opportunity, try to educate people, direct them to where they can find resources. If they have questions, they can call me. I will be happy to try to get that information out as well. And that's all I'm going to share this evening. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Our Deputy City Manager, Mr. Bowling.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I'd like to thank the manager for giving me the opportunity to present at the Smart Cities Connect conference in San Antonio last week. And as you can tell, we missed a lot of important community events to be able to do that, so I'm thankful for that opportunity. It was great to represent Thomasville among a host of people from all across the world. 50% of the participants were from the United States. The other 50% were from the rest of the world. And so I got to share the stage with folks from Lima, Peru, the mayor from Caldwell, Idaho, as well as Oakland, California. So it's a really unique experience to talk about urban infrastructure initiatives that we're doing in Thomasville. So thank you for that opportunity. I also mentioned that the American Red Cross Salute to Heroes program is still accepting applications for nominations. And so I'll just read a little bit about that. And so throughout the community, ordinary people perform extraordinary acts every day. The Piedmont Triad chapter of the American Red Cross needs your help in identifying and recognizing these local heroes. Much of what we've talked about tonight is recognizing people and events in our community. And so this is a great opportunity to recognize heroes that you may not have thought of otherwise. And so the 7 categories are citizen hero, emergency communications, emergency medical services, fire services, law enforcement, active military, and veteran military personnel. 2 categories that it's really challenging to get nominations for are active military personnel and veteran military personnel. So if you know someone, please take a moment, spend 5 minutes and recognize them, and submit a nomination through the American Red Cross Piedmont Chapter Salute to Heroes campaign so that they can be considered for the recognition. The last thing I'll mention is as we move into Memorial Day, don't forget that as you start replacing your American flags, there is a City Hall drop box that you can take your dilapidated American flags to City Hall, and then they'll be properly retired during the Memorial Day ceremony. So please take time to drop those off at City Hall, and I'll let that stand as my report. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now down to item 8, so I'll need a motion to go into closed session.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to go into closed session for personnel.
Second.
Okay, a motion, a second. Any discussion? Okay, you may record your vote. Okay, we have 6-0, so we will now go into closed session. So staff and council will remain in the room, and